So when you stick your cheeks out, it like goes bigger. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we have a good one. We are reviewing the Hoka Kids Shoes line, and this is going to be a fun one. My kids are actually going to be interviewed by me in this video. So if kids shoes are not your thing, if you don't have any kids or you're not interested in this, you know, don't worry about that. We're going to have a bunch more videos that are more tailored for you soon. But today, it's all about the Hoka Kids shoes, the Speedgoat and the Clifton. So first off, I do just have to say thank you to Hoka for sending out a bunch of shoes for my kids to try out. They were just absolutely on cloud nine when the box came. They're so excited. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So first off, the kids shoe line consists of the Speedgoat, the Clifton, and then the Aura sandal. My kids got to try them all out, and I'll say after I inspected these upon arrival, they look and feel exactly like the adult versions of these shoes. I'm not kidding. It's apparent that Hoka is investing in this kids line. They are exactly like the adult shoes. I was super impressed by the build quality. I did not really know what to expect. I thought maybe, you know, just like a lot of other brands, that Hoka might cut some corners and make it a little cheaper, because let's face it, kids really beat up their shoes. So kind of, you know, like a lot of these other brands are probably like, why would we invest a whole lot into making them exactly like our adult models? But Hoka, kudos to you for just really taking the time and effort to make these exactly like the adult shoes. So I don't want to waste too much time here. Let's hear what my kids actually thought. You've had the Cliftons and the Speedgoats for like a month. What'd you think of, let's first talk about the Cliftons. Are they cushioned?
Yes.
You like the cushioning? Okay,
yeah.
Cool. And do they help you run fast?
Yeah.
They help you run fast. And every day before school, while you're waiting for the bus, you do races with your friends, right?
Yeah.
With the Cliftons. When you're wearing the Cliftons and you're doing these races with your friends, do they make you faster?
Yeah.
They do? Okay, cool.
But I don't win every single one.
You don't win every race. How do they feel compared to old shoes? Like you used to have some other brands of shoes. Are they pretty cushiony compared to those?
Yeah, they're way more cushiony.
Way more cushiony?
In gym class, they feel really good.
Gym class, they feel really good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And now let's talk about the Cliftons. I mean,
Speedgoats.
And now let's talk about the Speedgoats. All right, now these Speedgoats are like, they're like legit real trail running shoes. There's like no compromise when it comes to the kid Speedgoats versus the adult Speedgoats. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
They felt really good and soft, and I could spring off of them really easily.
You could spring off them really easy? Did they have good traction on the bottom of the shoe?
Yeah.
They're the real Speedgoat traction? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now what does, now let's talk about the upper for a second. This little swoop back here on your heel. Does that feel pretty good? Like,
yeah, it feels great. I don't even notice it.
You don't even notice it. Cool. And these laces, these quick release laces that Hoka's been doing for the kids Speedgoats, how do those feel?
Good.
You like them? Do you have any words other than good?
Awesome.
What does the upper feel like? A lot of times in shoe reviews we talk about the upper, and this is the same as the adult version. It's the jacquard mesh. Does that feel cool on your feet, or does it feel really hot on your feet?
Cool.
Feels cool? Nice. What about the tongue? When you lace down, is it comfortable on the top of your foot? Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of times in shoe reviews, we also talk about the midsole. When you come crashing down on the ground, does it feel pretty cushioned?
Yeah.
Feels good? Awesome. All right, guys, well, that's gonna do it for our review of the Hoka Speedgoat kids versions. They're like legit trail running shoes. They're the same exact thing as the adult version, just kids sizes. So my kids have had these shoes for about 6 months, and I really wanted them to put them through the test of what it's like for a kid to actually wear these shoes every day. They wore them to school, they wore them to play. I mean, they're playing basketball in the street with them, they're running around everywhere with them, getting them dirty, playing soccer in the grass and the backyard. And like, I have to say that after 6 months, these shoes are holding up really, really well. A lot of other pairs of shoes that we get at some of like the, you know, big box stores, where it's like, you can tell that, okay, this kids' shoe is just not meant to last, and they don't. Most of my kids' shoes, after 6 months, the sides end up ripping out. The outsole gets totally worn down on the heel or the forefoot somewhere. With these shoes, the Speedgoat and the Cliftons, they are both holding up very, very well. And the Cliftons especially, I'm really surprised, really impressed with those, because after 6 months, there is no rips, there's no tears. They're dirty, of course, and there's a little bit of scuff marks. You know, some of the foam is, you know, been like chewed up a little bit. But the outsoles are still really nice. The material on the upper is not ripping or tearing, stretching, anything like that. The Speedgoats are really built to last. So I just really have to give Hoka some kudos for this, because like I said at the beginning of this video, they really didn't make a kind of like knockoff kids version of their adult shoes. They really took everything from the designs, the materials, the structure of the adult shoes, and just made it smaller and put it into a kid's shoe.
All right, and now we're back here with my other kid who has been testing out these Hoka kids shoes. Tell us what you think of, let's start with the, so you got the same ones that your brother did. You got the Cliftons and you got the Speedgoats.
Yep.
Which ones were your favorite out of those two?
The Cliftons. I like the colors, I like that they're comfy, and I like that I can run really fast in them.
You said comfortable, so I'm thinking that it probably means that you can wear them like all day and they don't ever get uncomfortable. Have you ever got any blisters from these shoes or anything?
No.
No blisters? That's pretty good. And then about running fast, what specifically do you think helps you run fast with these shoes? Do they have really good grip? Do you feel really fast when you like look down at your feet and you can see that you've got, oh my gosh, you've got these Cliftons on?
Yeah, both of those. The foam, I'll press down and it'll spring back up as my foot goes up.
So let's talk about durability for a minute. A lot of the shoes that we buy from the big box stores, they're kind of cheaper and they wear out, you know, like a little bit faster. But you've been wearing these Cliftons for like almost like 6 months now.
Yeah.
And do they seem like as worn out as your other shoes?
No, my other ones would have been getting holes in them by now. And like, you would have probably been able to see my toes by now.
The rubber is still really good on those. No holes anywhere.
No.
A little dirty, of course, but that's what
Yeah.
happens when you wear shoes. Okay, so out of 10, what would you rank the Hoka Cliftons?
10.
10?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, Miss Cartoon Blue Hair Daughter, is there anything else you would like to tell the world about your Hoka shoes?
Well, I just really like them. And Hoka, please send me more.
Okay, great.
Okay, so there you go. You've heard from both my kids what it's like to wear the Speedgoats and the Cliftons. We didn't get a chance to talk about the Aura sandals, but they love those as well. And they're just like all the Aura sandals that I have. Like, I just wear them around the house all the time. I wear them to recover after runs. They do the same, like they love them. But yeah, to wrap things up, obviously I can't fit in these shoes, so I can't really test out the midsole. But as far as like doing kind of like the squeeze test and all of that, you know, they feel exactly like the adult Speedgoats. As you heard my kids say, they really like the cushion. The grip is absolutely fantastic. By the way, this is a brand new pair that I just pulled out of the box, so yeah, the others are super dirty. But everything structurally is holding up really well in these shoes. Again, after 6 months, I'm really surprised that especially the Cliftons are not busting out of the seams anywhere. Like I said, I really wanted to give these shoes about 6 months. My kids are not taking care of these shoes. They're wearing them as kids would. They're, you know, sliding all around the pavement, playing basketball, soccer. So that brings us to the price. These shoes do run over $100 for kids' shoes per pair. But I will say after 6 months, we would be having to buy brand new shoes for my kids at this point. So the fact that we don't have to buy them now and we're getting a little bit of extra time out of these pairs of shoes, it kind of means to me that yes, they are worth a little bit more money. So there you have it. That is my family's review of the Hoka kids shoe line, the Hoka Speedgoat, the Hoka Clifton, and the Aura slide sandals. Once again, thank you to Hoka for just totally decking my kids out in your shoes. If you guys have any questions, especially you parents out there who are watching this video, or if there's any kids watching this video who are interested in the Speedgoat or the Clifton or the Aura slides, and you have any questions for me or my kids, put them in the comments down below and we'll try to answer all of them. This has been a really fun project to make with my kids. I hope you guys like this video. Like I said, there's going to be a lot more shoe reviews of adult shoes coming up, because at this point, I don't really know if there's any other brands out there that are doing kids' shoes right. But if there are, you know, send them my way. My family will review them. But that's all I've got for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.